The age-old question of whether the rider or the machine makes something fast. It's a question that's been asked since the days of horseback riding, and I want to get to the bottom of it. What better way than taking an old-school sport quad like the Honda 400EX with a simple oil-cooled 400cc engine and putting it up against a modified 450 and Raptor 700 that have double the horsepower of the 400EX? And in what better way to do it than a top quad competition? Top quad is where recreational riders get together and get serious, but not too serious, with competition and just have a great time. We've designed a series of challenges that will test the suspension, handling, and power of the machines. We have riders with different skill levels, and to keep things even, we'll be making teams and separating the 400EXs so that there's one on each team. We'll also be taking individual scores so we can see how the 400s compare to the modern machines. So will the 400EX stand up to the test of time and spank these new machines? I just don't know, but it's going to be a good one. Let's get into it.
Financial by a mile, baby. Win is winning.
Is this going to be on YouTube?
Handle that. Does someone need a tag? Yeah!
Welcome to Top Quad 2022. This year's competitions will be held at Brewer Off-Road. We'll be getting into those competitions and the riders and their machines in just a moment, but let's hop right into the action with the first competition. This is Ragnarok. Ragnarok is a tight, technical, closed course with tight sections of trail and a small hill climb.
Ragnarok was actually a brainchild from Jessie. He's the man with ideas, and I just put them into action. His idea was Ragnarok is Battle of the Gods, and so this was going to be Battle of the Quads.
Now, it just rained last night, so we might get a little bit of mud. Now, this is a team event. However, we'll be going individually. Whichever team has the lowest combined score wins. I'm up first. All right, baby, here we go. KFX. I feel really good about this one. I feel like me and Jessie are gonna have this one in the bag.
Mike's got a lot of power. He's running 18s. I feel like that's gonna hurt him in a lot of areas. I'm feeling super confident about it. I made the track. I should know the track.
Nice and smooth. You go too fast, you can't slow down for shit like this. Whoa, shit. Kawasaki KFX 450R. Some of you may not recognize this machine, but this is the reigning champ from the original Top Quad series. Since that time, it's undergone some major changes. It's been extended in the front and rear. It has upgraded suspension by Rocket Ron. It also has an SBC 720 bar clamp, which helps tremendously with composure. Wheels and tires have been upgraded to Obor MX tires, which could help or hurt me depending on the challenge. And as far as power mods go, I've since ported it, put a stage 3 cam in it, as well as converting it to carburetor and putting on an FCI intake. It's very well rounded, and it should be a great contender. It's going to be really interesting to see how the 400EXs stack up to it. is that a fun course to run. You guys can see how technical that is. A bunch of the sweeping turns actually have an embankment that is the opposite way, so it makes turning quite difficult. Now, we did get some practice before our time tracks, and then we had 2 time trials in which we could take the best time. Now, unfortunately, while my second run was going very well, at the end, I kind of messed up.
All right, Mike. That one sounded a lot smoother, and I was watching your time and listening. I was like, sounds like he's going a lot quicker. And then you get on this corner. I was like, boys, he shaved some time off. And I think we both know what happened, right?
I knew that was going to happen because last time it almost happened. So I came in with no power and gave it a little bit coming down the hill, and it just went right around. But I didn't stall it. I did not stall it.
Yeah. I hate to say it, you were shaving some seconds off there, but you still had a good time on your first run, I think. That was a solid time to lay down.
All right, guys, now besides the spin out, I think I did a pretty good job. Next up is the other team, and the first member is Pete Hager. If you guys don't know who Pete is, he's got a YouTube channel of his own, and he's probably the smoothest and quickest rider that I know.
Pete's kind of an animal. You throw him on any machine and any obstacle, he's going to do some work.
He's so fast. He doesn't look fast until you start trying to keep up, and then he just is.
Hi, I'm Pete. Definitely feel very privileged to be here. I feel like I'm at an advantage because I've ridden Jake's property a few times, so I wasn't really unfamiliar with where I was at most of the time on the trail. I think I can do good, but maybe I'll be slow on this machine.
Ragnarok? Yeah. You rode it a couple months ago. Cheater.
Now, if you follow Pete, you may not be used to seeing him on this machine. Typically, Pete is on a YFZ 450 or most notably a Raptor 700. This year for Top Quad, Pete is coming in with a 2004 Honda 400EX. It has basic bolt-ons like a Rossier R5 exhaust, K&N intake with no lid, as well as some other bolt-ons for protection and handling. I thought it would be appropriate to put the most experienced rider on the lowest power 400EX to see if skill level really can make up for performance. The 400EX sports a 397cc engine mated to a 5-speed manual transmission. It debuted in 1999 and was made in this bug-eye format like Pete's until 2004, when in 2005 they introduced reverse. It was one of the first 4-stroke sport quads that could actually be raced competitively against 2-strokes. It's known for its reliability, incredibly good handling, and just overall well-rounded performance. It may be on the lower side when it comes to power, but when you put a good rider on one of these machines, they're known to put down really good lap times and even be competitive with 450s. To this day, the Honda 400EX is still coveted as one of the best sport quads ever produced. Who thinks Honda should bring it back? I know I do. Okay, let's get back to Pete's run on Ragnarok.
right, Pete, that sounded a lot smoother. I heard you kind of lift the throttle and roll through a few sections. How do you feel about it?
I felt smoother for the second half. I am just cursed on that first corner out in the clearing. Going up the tree, that left-hander. It's really hard to hit that well, but it is getting so greasy that there's such a fine line. So I'm trying not to over push it because then you're sliding. And this thing is, I have the least amount of power out of everybody here, so I have to ride it smooth. It felt faster the second lap because I felt like I made less mistakes. But overall, I feel slow, so I don't know if that's good or not.
I'll say this, you put down a really nice lap time. Both times.
Well, guys, Pete never fails when it comes to putting down fast lap times, so it'll be interesting to see how the times compare. But up next is my teammate, Jessie Brewer. Some of you may not be familiar with Jessie, but he's Jacob Brewer's brother, and he's part of Brewer Off-Road. And I'm happy to have him as my teammate because of his level of experience here at Brewer Off-Road, which is his home field advantage, plus his ability to drink a lot of beer, but mostly for the quad riding skills.
Who do you think's gonna run it the fastest?
Man, Jesse's put a lot of time down on this track. I don't want to keep I don't want to keep voting for my brother, but he's put a lot of time on this track, and then Pete's put a lot of time on this track. Not on the 400, he was on his YFC, but it's tough. You got the KFX.
No votes for me or Tyrese.
That is the champ, but Tyrese is on the Raptor. I'm not so
we'll see what happens.
For Tyrese.
We'll see what happens.
Now, just like Pete, Jessie is bringing a 400 EX to the table. However, there's a big difference between the two machines. Jessie paid $1,500 for this bike as a basket case, and this will be the break-in ride on the machine. It's extended in the front and rear and has work shocks that are not serviced, and they do need to be serviced. He's also running brand new Kenda Havoc tires on beadlock rims. He's also got a fresh 407 kit. It's ported by me. He's got advanced timing, an exhaust, and a few other mods. However, we did notice it has a slipping clutch. Now, Jessie and I got together a few days before the crew showed up, and we spent a ton of time getting all of the machines ready. However, some parts just were not readily available, and a brand new clutch was one of those things that we just couldn't get in time, so we decided to send it. If you've got a good ear, you'll hear the clutch slipping throughout the competitions. I'm not too worried about it. I think that Jessie's experience is going to make up for the slipping clutch. All right, let's get back to Jessie's lap. Yeah, buddy!
All right, Jessie. Looked like you were grooving quite a bit better through there. And I don't know about you, Matt. This turn,
400 sleek and some sauce from the beginning of it.
drifting that, and he stayed on the power the whole time sideways through the finish. I liked it.
Got to finish strong, but the turn where Justin was at, my hand comes completely off the throttle and like underneath the bars. I feel like that killed me.
Everybody so far has said that Justin's turn is killing everybody. So everybody's either killed it, they're bogging, they're having to roll through it or whatever.
Stayed alive, but I don't know. It'll be really close.
I will say this run was faster than your first. So you made up some time on this one.
I've always been about style points, man. If I can't win, I'm at least look good doing it. Oh, did it catch that? I hope so.
Jessie, you're killing me, man. All right, well, last but not least, we've got Tyrese Snowden. He'll be Pete's partner for the competition, and he's a fellow YouTuber as well with the channel 700R Raptor Life. Tyrese is a big guy, but don't let that fool you. He's known for his drag racing skills. He is super fast in a straight line. He came here today to put down some good times, and he's not playing around.
Got him that time. I got you that time.
You got the most horsepower, so you got that going for you.
Let him sing, baby.
Yeah, but when it's whew, I hope we can lay it down.
Less is more. Watch the greasy corners.
Yeah,
Smooth is fast.
that's right. Top quad 2, we about to get this done, baby. Me and Pete going for the win. We're gonna get this, Michael.
Kind of nervous a little bit, but you know, I felt like it was gonna be a little iffy.
Tyrese, teaming up with Pete, will be riding the almighty Raptor 700. Most of you are familiar with this machine. It's one of the last 2 sport quads that are still produced to this day. Tyrese is running an extended axle and A-arms, as well as a number of protection and ergonomic upgrades. And as for power, he's running a Stage 3 hot cam, a Fuel Customs intake, Monster exhaust, PC5 tune, and while he does have the most powerful machine here, probably pushing in the mid-60s to 70 horsepower, he will be the heaviest rider and machine here, and that may hold him back in the corners. We will be weighing the machines combined with their riders in just a moment here, but for now, let's get back to the run.
All right, Tyrese. You had a pretty good launch. Looked like it was a little wet with all that horsepower you was putting down.
Oh yeah.
But I think you finished strong. How'd you feel about it?
I feel like I did pretty decent. I mean, there was some bad corners up there. You know, really had to take it easy on. But I feel like we did pretty decent.
You said we, so are you counting on your partner?
Me and my partner, I feel like we did pretty decent. So, you know, I'm gonna take a little break, a little pause, you know, get myself together. Might get some water or two.
So you were worried about staying hot earlier. You think you're too hot now?
Well, early was real hot, but I'm you know, I'm a little warm.
All right, sounds good, buddy. We'll get you lined back up.
First competition is in the books. So far, no casualties, except, well, Jessie's 400EX is smoking a little bit, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later. Let's check out the results. We'll be reading them in the order that the riders went. Once again, the team with the lowest overall combined time wins. We'll get to the scores for Ragnarok in just a second, but first I want to thank you for making it this far into the video. I also want to thank the sponsors that helped to make Top Quad possible. Thank you to PeteHager.com for supplying parts, Rocket Run Racing for suspension, Hermosi for supplying SBC 720 bar clamps and thumb throttles, DRW for case sabers and skid plates, Obor for tires, and Kenda for tires. All of the links to sponsor websites will be listed in the description below. If you're enjoying the video so far, liking the video and sharing the video, as well as leaving a comment, does help tremendously with the algorithm, and we appreciate that that a ton. Making these videos is a blast, but it's also a ton of work. Together, the creators in this video drove thousands of miles and worked hundreds of hours to bring top quality content to the ATV and off-road community. If you're looking for a way to support and help us, please consider subscribing to my friends' YouTube channels, Pete Hager, 700R Raptor Life, Brewer Off-Road, and of course, my YouTube channel. You can also show your support by grabbing the official Top Quad 2 t-shirt. It's available now and is listed in the description below as well as the pinned comment. All right, let's get back to the Ragnarok results.
Mike, you went first. Your first run was 2:02.79. If you wouldn't have spun out on your second attempt, your time would have been about 1:58. That's a pretty good one, Mike. You're going to see that in a second. It's going to hurt. So, Pete, your first time was 1 minute, 53 seconds. Jeez. Your second time was 12 hundredths of a second faster at 1:53.40.
Honda consistency.
Jessie, you went third. Your first heat was 2:04.89. Your second heat, 2:02.43. Tyrese, your first time, 2 minutes, 11 seconds.
All right.
Your second heat, 2 minutes, 6 seconds. So total times, that would be, for Mike and Jessie, that is 4 minutes and 4 seconds. For Pete and Tyrese, there's 3 minutes and 59 seconds. They beat you by about 5 seconds.
Champions, baby.
It's only the first round, bro. We got to give an edge. We can't just win them all.
We gonna win them all.
Can't win them all.
Ain't that right, partner?
Yep.
All right.
That's what we do. We win. Them W's up.
I wasn't making as many mistakes because when you have a lot of power, you end up overshooting corners, come into stuff too hot. And I was just kind of going as fast as I could go on that thing, which in a way, I think helped me a bit.
You up somewhere.
I just come in last place.
He came through.
No, actually, I didn't lose. Tyrese lost that one.
All right, guys, first challenge is in the books. Pete and Tyrese taking home the first win. We'll also be doing a personal scoring system based on points. First place is 4 points, followed by 3 points, 2 points, and then 1 point. Now, the times are relatively close. Jessie and I having almost identical scores, and Pete beating everyone by nearly 10 seconds. Even if I hadn't spun out on that final corner, we would still be about 5 seconds apart, proving that on a tight technical course like Ragnarok, it's the rider that makes them fast. For extra measure, we had Jacob Brewer do the track on his 2020 YFZ 450R. His YFZ has some power mods and makes in the low 50 horsepower, and he's arguably the best rider here, and this is home field advantage for him as well. So this should be very telling if he gets a similar score to Pete, who was on the 400EX. Dude, he goes through there so fast. Everybody else slowed down.
Yeah.
Like significantly.
And when I filmed him going through there for like our throwdown video, his back tires actually hit the trees. You can feel him hit. He knows the line, man.
Oh boy. I had a feeling that corner might get him a little bit. A little greasy there.
The reason I'm in the hot seat in the host chair is because I have a familiarity.
I'm too good.
I'm really used to the trails. I really saw, even though the 2 quads were the 400s, they were the lowest horsepower quads, that they were gonna take an advantage because they had skill and experience.
What are the official times?
Yeah,
Oh, that's not what I thought it was going to be.
3 with stalling.
Wow, Jacob and Pete putting down almost the exact same time. Even if Jacob hadn't stalled, he'd only be a second or 2 faster. Further proving that on a tight course, it's the rider that makes the difference. Now, something to take into account is that we're all recreational riders here. It's possible that Pete's using every last bit of power that 400EX has, and Jacob, Tyrese, and I don't have the skill to use the full potential of the 450 or the Raptor. At a pro level skill, there's likely to be a greater difference, but realistically, most weekend warriors won't have the skill to see the difference. Next up is the barrel race, but before we get to that, let's weigh the machines and the riders and see how we stack up.
That thing is clean.
First time I've been lifted while sitting on
Here we go. All right, here we go.
It's front here on the left side.
135.3. What do we have over here? 121.9. Good? Yes.
Wow, that was fun. Thank
That
you.
is substantial.
I thought Connor was the.
Put him back on there and we'll just carry him out.
Yeah, right. We're gonna go flip it in the back of the truck.
I've never been carried and moved on a quad. That'd be cool. Yes, sir.
Yesterday you had full reverse with Matt.
Yeah, that was nice.
The Mechanical Hulk is the mechanical reverse switch for the 400EX yesterday.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
All right, let's get these numbers on the board.
Thank you, Jesse.
Yep, years of Pee Wee baseball, buddy. This is home plate.
That dirt would cause some inaccuracies.
Yeah, we don't want to have that. No outliers.
Man, put some SC1 on it.
182.
187.
Wow. 194.
Big.
Dude, we're only 10 pounds difference. All right, Tyrese, hop on there.
What? Are you something to stand on?
It's probably, at this point, it's fine, because like I said, those things, it should hold 1,600 pounds if it's somewhat even. Tyrese breaking scales.
Dude, all right. We got the numbers. Let's put them on the board.
Put them on the board. I'm hot and sweaty.
768.6.
Woo!
Nice. That's almost. Dude, you are hauling ass out there. Dude, that's straight killing it.
Okay, so the official weights are in. For my team, Jesse weighs 277 pounds. The machine is 397 for a total weight of 674 pounds. His estimated horsepower is around 35, but with the slipping clutch, it's probably like 25. And a power to weight ratio of 0.052. For me, I'm 205. The machine is 382, a combined weight of 587. Estimated horsepower is around 57, and that gives me a 0.097 horsepower to weight ratio. For Pete's team, Pete is 195 pounds. His machine is 405, total weight of 600 pounds. The horsepower is 30. His power to weight ratio is 0.050. For Tyrese, he weighs 302 pounds. The machine is 466, total weight of 768 pounds, but he's got the highest horsepower at around 70, giving him a 0.091 horsepower to weight ratio. It should be a pretty even matchup considering these stats. Let's go to the next challenge, the barrel race.
Hell nah, man.
Right-hand turn person, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, feel the same way about that right-hand turn. I can't do that. It's gonna f me up.
This is a technical course, and I got the 18s. I'm the only one running them. I'm pretty confident that I can take this one. I think I might even be able to edge out Pete. He's kind of scary with the speed. He looks like he's going slow, but he just always seems to get these fast times, but I'm gonna get him here.
I think Mike is going to crush in the barrel race with the 18s on the KFX.
Getting ready for the barrel races. You guys did some practice laps, kind of tearing stuff up out there. How do you feel about it?
I think it's super fun, dude. But the question is first or second gear. But I think you have to pick one or the other, except for the final stretch. It's too short. You could shift into second just before you get there, but then you'd be shifting right down. So every time I tried to do both gears, no way. It's first or second. I think you can do it faster in second, but you're more prone to either stall or bog. So I think it's a first gear race.
Jesse, you have the Kenda tires on the 400. They look like they're really tossing up some grass. How do you feel about them?
They're hooking a lot more than what they were. We went from about 25 PSI to 5. So that makes a big difference. Just learning the curve of them is a little different, but they definitely hook a lot.
Hey, may the best man win.
Yeah, I think everybody is kind of a left-hand turn person. So we have 2 left-hand turns around barrels and 1 right-hand turn, and it's always the first barrel, so it's going to get everybody a little bit, I'm sure.
It seems kind of tricky, but overall, I think I could do pretty decent. That's all I'm looking for.
It's just like everything and then nothing.
Tyrese, dude, you're a fucking animal in the launch, dude. We were laughing. They say like stupid funny cars? Dude, it's just like retarded to see how fast you go.
When we were all in there together, just practicing, I knew there was no way I was going to win that. I just didn't have it. I don't know. Something wasn't right.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to follow that.
I didn't hit a barrel. I nicked a steak. A little kiss.
Damn it.
It's all right. It's all right. It was only one run.
It's a crapshoot. Either it's going to go well or it's not going to go well. I mean, it's literally just luck of the draw. Some of the corners I could slide well, and then next lap, nope, not sliding that time. So I'm nervous. Oh boy.
Pete's got such a good launch. So composed. That's solid.
All right, guys. Everybody hates the right-hand turn.
Hate it.
Yeah, pretty miserable.
Mike's like, I did great on the right hand.
Hate it.
He did do the best.
He got the smaller tires, man.
It is. See, the tires were a good advantage.
So we went to the drag race.
Well,
He got more power.
I believe,
well, that's
I believe you chose the machine you brought, right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's
I
crazy.
tell you what, let me go get my tires on and let's redo it. The other one.
What about the barrel race times?
Who do you think won, you dingus?
Did it really go?
I ride like that in my backyard with my 14-year-old brother, and we crush those numbers.
Tyrese,
What's up?
your fastest time was 18 seconds. 18.23 seconds. Pete, your fastest time, 17.87 seconds.
I'm amazed.
Jesse,
I'm 20.
your fastest time, 18.70. Mike, your fastest time, 17.33. He nailed that right-hand turn. So, combined totals, Tyrese and Pete, your team, 36.10 seconds.
36.1.
Jesse and Mike, your team, 36.03. Yeah! Woo! You beat them by 7/100ths of a second.
By an inch or by a mile, baby, winning's winning.
My assumptions were correct. I don't got it. Pete's fast. But the 18s helped out Mike, sliding around like you wouldn't believe. I actually think he lost traction coming out of the hole into the finish line.
I take a third place.
Yeah, good. We got ourselves some competition.
Yeah, about time.
About time, event number 2.
Oh, well, we're gonna take the third one too. So
Isn't that exactly what we predicted, though?
Yeah.
We predicted that I'd win because of the machine.
well, because
He's
the
probably
tires.
best rider. And
Now it's the tires.
The tires.
Coming out of the last turn, that Kawasaki looked the fastest.
Yeah, he nailed it. He did nail it. I give you props.
Green means go, man.
There we go.
Green means go.
Yeah, oh yeah, I give you props.
Best launch, though, goes to Tyrese.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Oh,
for sure. Every time. He's got that on lockdown.
You and I got the style points, dude. You for the start, me for the finish.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that.
All right, guys, the second challenge is in the books, and we are all tied up. Let's check out the leaderboard. We've got Pete in first place. He's got 7 points, followed by me with 6 points. Jesse has 4 points, and then Tyrese with 3 points. And as a team in that last run, you can see we were only 7/100ths of a second off. Crazy how close we were. Now this was a short course, so we're not going to see much variation between machines. We had Jacob and his pop run the course on the YFZ, and both of them got similar times to what I got on my KFX. And while my tires may have helped me, I think what really gave me the edge in this competition was the power of the KFX and blasting out of each one of the corners. Neither one of today's courses had long enough straightaways to harness the power of either the KFX or the Raptor. You're going to want to stick around though, because in the next competitions, these machines are going to be able to stretch their legs. We've got the drag race, a tight course with 2 long straightaways, speed trap, hill climb, and a finale that combines all of the challenges into one. It's going to be interesting to see if rider skill can still bridge the gap between the power of a machine. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to check out everybody else's YouTube channel. We've got Brewer Off-Road, Pete Hager, and 700R Raptor Life. If you guys enjoyed this series, please consider showing your support and subscribing to them. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.